What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Baldmanreacts. I've had several requests for the Indonesian death metal band Jasad and the track Liman Soka. I keep meaning to get to it. Go ahead and get to it. I do apologize about the delay. From what I understand, they're brutal death metal, so we'll see how I enjoy it. I'm not the biggest fan of brutal death style, but I am looking forward to hearing it. The band is Jasad. The track is Liman Soka, and here we go. Bundled sticks looking logo. Very treble heavy in the recording here. The kick drums are really clicky. I like the riffs. It's definitely a very typical brutal death metal feel. Really cool drum fills. But I'm not a huge fan of the gurgle when it comes to death metal vocals. Get a bit of that cryptopsy feel. All these riffs, though. Really cool cymbal work. I like that drop out in the bass. Ah, it's a nasty shift right there. Great break there. Really like the cymbal work. Really impressive. I like how they're mixing some of these thrash elements into their sound here. It really breaks it up. I like how they're incorporating some of those triplets and the riff patterns. Certainly got a heavy dose of that step metal tremolo riffing. I like the shift, but it should have been a little bit more seamless. I'm sure they could have made it that way. I like it when he shifts into those highs. That's a nice touch. Really strong fill there. Really hate that mic gurgling vocal. Just not something I'm into. The riffs are twisting. They're really evolving very well. Nice snare work. fan of how this video keeps shifting to black either. Alright, that was Jasad. The track was Liman Soka. So, there's good things, and there's things that I'm just not into. I really enjoy the majority of the riffs. I like the changes. I like the cool bass dropout that happens. I don't like the vocals. And I was a little worried when I heard brutal death metal that that's probably where they were going to go with those deep, very gurgly, brutal death metal vocals, where you get some of those points where you can clearly tell the singer's cupping the mic to get that particular sound, and you get that very muted, squealy death metal gurgle. So that's something I'm not a huge fan of. I just like my death metal vocals and my extreme vocals more audible and with more aggression and less gurgle. I'm more of a fan of the technical death metal style of death metal vocals or the entombed Stockholm death feel as opposed to the gurgle. The transitions at some points were really strong. At others, they were not so strong. And I feel like they're capable of transitioning seamlessly. They just weren't. So there's that. I don't like the drum sound. I think the snare sound is good, but I really don't like that overly triggered Pantera like kick tone that a lot of extreme metal seems to be going to. I don't enjoy it. Kick tones have bass and they have resonance. They've got that deep rumble. I'm just not a fan of that really high pitched triggered click sound to it. And the kit does not sound cohesive at all. You've got different parts of the kit over the mix. It's just not mixed very seamlessly together. There's that. The drummer's really talented, and I was actually surprised how much clarity they were able to get in the cymbals. But overall, the kit doesn't sound cohesive, and that's a big thing for me. Is I want a kit to really have that cohesive sound. I want it to sound like a full drum kit, like you'd hear in a live environment. Not there's some frequencies in this range, and there they are, and there's some frequencies in this range, and there they are. So I'm not a fan of that. I think he's a really good player. The video's got too many black spots. There's too many spots where they could have put something in or continued the footage where it's just fading to black. It doesn't really feel like the video is very well put together. I think the band's talented. Really enjoy a lot of those riffs. I like those thrash elements that are there. I think that's a really cool touch. That's really strong, groovy riffs that were very triplet heavy, and I really liked that feel. They kind of remind me of a less aggressive Cryptopsy in a lot of ways, or a less insane, like earlier Hate Eternal or Suffocation. You can certainly hear the big American death metal influence in their sound. And while I think they're talented overall, it's honestly not my thing. Just the vocals, I couldn't listen to more than a track or two before I got very bored of hearing that style. So just not something I'm personally going to listen to a lot. But I do appreciate the request. I certainly appreciate getting a chance to check these guys out. And I certainly appreciate all the recommendations, and I look forward to getting to more of the Indonesian scene. So, hope you guys continue to give me more. I certainly do want to continue to check out. There's a lot of bands coming from the Indonesian scene that I want to continue to hear. So thank you guys. I do appreciate the support from your country. You guys have a really big scene, and I know there's plenty more to come. I do appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the support. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every day. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. See you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep head back.